Berserker.
I've heard of him.
He was a big, tall guy who couldn't wrestle. Like all his matches by count out. It was the dumbest. He couldn't wrestle.
He was supposed to be a Viking, I think.
Yeah, I had heard that it was Scott Norton. I don't think that's true because Scott Norton was like 5'8" and Berserker was like 6'2", so I don't know. But it was a terrible character.
My number 5 is the missing link. He was some black dude with terrible.
My number 5 was Sean Planet Stasiak.
Planet?
Yeah. Mostly as that Planet Stasiak gimmick thing, whatever he was supposed to be from Planet Stasiak or whatever. I believe he never won a match with that.
I don't remember ever seeing him wrestle under that gimmick.
He did. Probably on Heat. I don't think he even won on there.
My number 4 is Isaac Yankum DDS. I thought that was the dumbest fucking thing. A dentist. Ooh. I mean, kids are afraid of the dentist. What fucking grown man is afraid of the dentist? And Kane, he later became Kane. Before that, he was the fake Diesel, so he has had some success. But yeah, again, much like John Pierre Lafitte, or what the hell his real name is, stuck with a shitty character.
Yeah. My number 4 guy is the Boogeyman.
Mm.
I never liked the Boogeyman. He was a 50-year-old crackhead. He couldn't wrestle.
Sweet worm.
He came down with a clock that had nothing to do with anything. Smashed his face with it. What was the point?
Eating worms.
Dude,
do you remember when he first debuted and they were like making this big deal about him, and then he was just like there in like Teddy Long's office? He's like, "Oh, it's the Boogeyman." He's like, "Hello."
I'm
like, "What?"
They had promos for months.
Yeah.
Like cemeteries and I'm the Boogeyman. I'm coming to get you. We never see him.
Yeah.
And then it disappeared. It stopped.
Yeah.
Then he just shows up randomly at SmackDown.
in Teddy Long's office, it's like, "Oh, there's the Boogeyman."
And he just.
And he was supposed to be from some canceled TV show.
Yeah.
I could see why it was canceled.
And then he was. He got released and brought back and released and brought back. He had different.
And he's being brought back again, by the way.
And he had
no.
different face paint, and I thought it was a different guy the last time. It didn't matter who it was or what he painted his face because he sucked. Kev?
What number are we on?
4.
Corporal Kirshner, Sergeant Slaughter ripoff.
Mm.
He couldn't wrestle for the life of him.
Okay.
And kept doing the same fuse that Sergeant Slaughter used to do.
Oh, really?
He could bulk off. I remember him.
Yeah. Met him too, from running on.
That's something to be proud
Let
of.
the name dropping begin. My number 4, I don't think is actually a wrestler, but it's just a horrible, horrible thing. The Gobbledygooker. It just doesn't make much sense to have that in wrestling. She was just, the Gobbledygooker was just seen, and it was Maurice. But, other than Thanksgiving, the person dressed as a turkey.
Yeah.
I don't get why that would be really good.
I've never wrestled. It's got no point whatsoever.
Yeah.
It hatched out of an egg.
It's just plain stupid. Joe?
My number 3 is a person never wrestled, but probably super famous, especially on the internet. The Shockmaster. That fucking stupid blue stormtrooper helmet.
Glittery. And it was Tugboat.
Used to be Tugboat or Typhoon. The 3-time tag team champion as Typhoon, but yeah, I mean, a big ass guy can't even fucking break a little paper thin wall.
And the helmet
Completely
falls.
Oh my god. This shit is funny. If you're looking for a good fucking laugh, look that up.
Isn't he Eric Bousset?
Yeah,
like a month ago?
or my number 3 worst gimmick is Leaf Cassidy.
Al Snow.
It was Al Snow. Remember him and Marty Jannetty with the new rockers?
Yep.
Oh, that was horrible. Al Snow is much better than that. He's much more talented than that stupid character.
Well, you could probably have a laundry list of
What was Avatar? What else was he?
Shinobi. Not the good movie.
And it was, everybody knew who he was. I don't even know what the point was. They didn't have a mask. They didn't try to hide him.
Keep talking. Kevin doesn't know.
I forgot mine. Keep talking.
You want me to go and then?
Go ahead.
All right, I'll go and then Kevin will go.
Kevin mixes up off the top of his head, and he forgot.
He takes much time to deliberate on what
There's a lot
his
of fun
person
into
is.
this.
Yes.
You know, the Alzheimer's, you know.
Yes.
Oh, God. Jeez.
Here we
Someone
go.
else.
My number.
People are in bed. It's past 7
never
o'clock.
mind. Kevin's going.
Zach Gallen.
I don't know. I think he really was missing a leg.
Now we lost the football.
I think
Kevin.
that is so stupid. Beating up a one-legged person.
The guy was really one-legged. It wasn't a gimmick.
It was like Vince made that up.
He's a new wrestler, the one-armed man.
It was like he walked into Vince's office with 2 legs. And Vince thought, we need something catchy. Let's take off the legs.
Oh my God.
We have fun here at WWR.
Yeah. What other show where all 4 hosts break down in crying and laughter? All right.
Well, apparently, being a gimmick.
It's a bad gimmick.
It's a bad gimmick. Duly noted, TNA, do not have a gimp.
You feel my top 5. Or if you're dead.
All right, how do I follow that one?
Oh, that's your number 1, Kevin.
Yeah. My number 3 is actually a gimmick that even never came into play. It lasted about 2 or 3 weeks on SmackDown. It's the most recent on this list. Pretty Ricky was R-Truth, or somebody, I think it was R-Truth, trying to get into the building. And I don't know what they were going to do with that, and it just never panned out to anything. It lasted like 3 or 4 weeks, like, I'm Pretty Ricky. It was actually like a rapper, I think. I don't.
One R-Truth is enough.
Maybe Vince found out that there actually is a Pretty Ricky, or something like that, and decided to can the gimmick, but it looked horrible. So,
Yeah, definitely.
cut it off before it even starts.
Much like Zach Gallen's leg.
Yeah.
You needed a gimmick.
Okay.
My number 2 is, I can't top that.
We went anyway, that's the
No one can tap that gallon now.
My number 2 is, I don't know if you would know this or not, Wes, the Goon.
Yeah.
Kevin's favorite.
He was a jobber guy at best.
Jobber's
His
pointing
finisher was to check into the boards, much like the Berserker. He'd take his opponent outside the ring and he'd check him into the fucking guardrail.
I can't believe you even remember that. I never even saw him wrestle.
Kick him in the puck.
Well, I only remember that because I read about it. I never really saw the guy wrestle like one time and he got his ass kicked, so.
I never saw it.
Consider yourself lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are we up to, number 2?
Yeah.
Of course, he probably could have played for the Flyers as good as they're playing now.
True. My number 2 guy is not Zach Gallen. My number 2 guy is Mr. America.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
Because everybody knew it was Hulk Hogan. It was the worst gimmick, not ever, but yeah. Everybody knew who it was, and Hogan's much too, I don't know if I want to say talented, but Hogan is too big a star to be buried under a stupid mask. It was dumb. Kev?
Oh,
Toot
God.
the dumpster Drosy. The garbage guy.
He almost made my leg.
Yeah.
There's so many.
My number 2 is Mordecai. Who later became Kevin Thorne, but before he was Mordecai, who looked to be a Gandalf ripoff from Lord of the Rings. He had